gentlemen, I am your humble host. Humble. Do the most. They call me this. Just this. Now, ha 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 ha. All right. Let it. In the room. Share. Copy link. I'm gonna get it. Three people in the room. Welcome to the channel, people, people, people. Give me a second. I'm sending out invites. Six people. Great, great, great. Cancer girl, what's going on? Kinsley, how you doing? What's your zodiac and where you from? What's your zodiac and where are you from? Well, hello. Thank you for stopping in and say hello. I appreciate it. Like, like versus back. Okay, no doubt, no doubt. Oh, Libra. Libra Venus is back. Ah, okay. All right. Well, hey, I'm glad you're back. We've missed you. We had a discussion not too long ago. We were thinking about doing a podcast and trying to find or trying to invite everybody that used to be on the show all the time. So, welcome back. Welcome back. Hope all is well in your world because I haven't spoken to you in a moment. Let's get the show on. You gotta give me a moment. You gotta give me a moment. Let me send out these invites first. I'm trying to get some people to come in the room. 14. All right. Few more people. Few more people. And we will get this thing on the road. They love me on there. I know. I know they love you on TikTok. One more second. One more second. Just give me a little bit longer. Right here. Um, let's reconnect. Hey, definitely. We should definitely reconnect. I am down with that. This will be fun. Yeah, 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 definitely. Cancer girl, how you doing on this Sunday? How are y'all doing on this Sunday? Please don't leave the room. I'm sending out invites. I'm gonna get right to it in just a moment. Probably about a 10-minute mark, I'll be ready to go. Might even be sooner than that. Lightning strikes. What's your favorite Pokemon? Charizard. I'm fine. How are things with you? Things are great with me. Blossom, nice to see you back on the channel. Good, good. Just hold off for a second. Give me a little moment. I gotta get myself together first, you know. I'm gonna try and stick to one topic tonight. What's up, bro? Um, there might not be a podcast tomorrow unless he does it by himself, maybe, because I think I might be moving somebody. I got a lot of stuff, so it might take all night. So, all right, I'm gonna say that's it for that. Hold on, make sure. All right, get out of that. Go here. Go here. Go quick post. Again, how's everybody doing? Hey, what happened to a surprise? What? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But like I said, I might not be here tomorrow to do podcasts with Sid. So if Sid decides to do it by himself, please go out there and support Wrestle Talk with Thoughts from Your Boy podcast. Shelly Shell. All right. Everybody, we have an old friend, new friend in the building. Whoa. I can't spell today. One more person. One more person. All right, I think that's it. All right, let's get started. We got 30 people in the room. We need 30 likes. We gotta really do better than that. But tonight, first off, starting off. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. For y'all that don't know, I'm your gracious and humble host, Just This World. Tonight on Rise A Sonova, we talking about leadership and leadership. And yeah, yeah. It goes down in the DM. What do y'all think I'm talking about? Leadership and leadership. See, we started this conversation a little bit yesterday. We touched on it for a second. Guess I can't invite her. Can't remember. All right. Leadership or leadership. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Sorry. Got a little distracted there for a second. Bring a leader. Bring a leader. Being a leader. All right. Exactly. That's what we're talking about. Being a leader. First off, there was this comment made that I'm gonna address first. They said Tupac was a good leader, and I have to beg to differ. Just because someone is in the limelight, just because someone has ideas that you think are original, because truthfully, Tupac didn't start the Outlaws until Biggie had Junior Mafia, so that's a copycat move. Um, the way Tupac lived his life, it's not a leader characteristic of his. I so love him. He was a great person. He was a great artist. He has some character flaws, but don't we all? But as far as being a leader, he was not a good leader at all. Um, he lived he lived for the money, and he spent it just as fast as he got it. He didn't have any contingencies to save money to, you know, live well off one day. It was money right now, boom. So, alongside with my statement of him, hey Tanya, of me saying that he was not a good leader, the reason Tupac got killed, I don't even know if a lot of y'all know this, but there are gang rules, right? Las Vegas has gangs, California has gangs. There's gangs all across the United States. Gang rules need to be respected at all times. If you're a gangster, gang rules do apply to you. But when you're not a gangster, or in a gang, or a gang member, or gang banging, and you take it upon yourself to jump on an active, known gang banger, Tupac was gonna die anyway. Whether it was that night, a few weeks later, sometime back in California, Tupac liked to ride around a lot in California. He liked to be seen. So nobody, nobody has a vest on 24/7. Obviously, that's case in point because if he did, he wouldn't have got killed that night. But I said I had to say this. Game rules, if you jump a game banger, game member, or whatever, there's always going to be get back. Always. Um, Oddly enough, um, he wasn't aiming at Suge. Suge is more of a gang member than Tupac was. Tupac just got around the people and they liked his flow, they liked his style. We embraced him as people, Californians, and we treated him as California royalty. He wasn't from California, but we treated him like California royalty. And in doing so, he got his head boofed up to think that he could do California things. He wore rags. Now, back then, wearing rags get you jumped, especially by the by the ops, by the enemy, by somebody who's not rocking that color, and sometimes even by the same people rocking that color. It all depends. But again, I say that he's not a good leader because that situation was not a leader type situation. That was a crash out situation, and he did it. He crashed out. Now, when I talk about a leader, it's not just because the person is famous or because the person what's the word I'm looking for? Because the person knows more than you should you follow behind somebody. A leader is someone who exemplifies the traits of knowing what you got to do and what they got to do. So like most leaders that are good leaders, they know all like let's say you're a corporation. Well, if you're a corporation and you only know how to be a president of a company, you don't know how the workers feel, you don't know how the couriers feel, you don't know like the different parts of your organization, you don't know how they feel, so you can't be a good leader because you don't know everybody's position, know how they feel, know what they go through on a day-to-day basis. Uh, Sam Cooke was amazing, and K-Shine. Why do all the stars leave us? They leave us because of the lifestyle they choose to live outside of being a star. He's amazing. What did he do? He stumped out a known gang member. He stumped out a known gang member, Orlando Anderson. And before that night was over with, Orlando Anderson found Tupac because some girls were like, "Oh my God, there go Tupac," and he shot Tupac, and Tupac died 7 days later, something like that. But the point being, if like the dude was looking for him, period. After they jumped him in the MGM, he was looking for him. He was on crash out mode too. He was at the club, a whole club full of Bloods and other gangsters, waiting on Tupac and them to get there, and they were in the parking lot waiting for Tupac to get out the car just so they could light his ass up. Now, I don't know what you're thinking, but if you're at a club full of ops and you finish shoot an op, you're not gonna make it out of that parking lot more than likely. Like that just wouldn't happen. So they were in the parking lot, sitting in the car waiting for Tupac to show up, and he never did. And when they got ready to call it quits, for Las Vegas is not the biggest city in the world, but most people stay somewhere near the strip. I mean, when you ride around, and so they ran into him, and that is his demise. I know I'm ruffling some feathers with this one. Donald Trump, being a famous face or fixture, may not be a good leader. A good leader is a follower first. A good follower is a good leader. Every soldier can be, every general can be a soldier, but every soldier can't be a general. Every leader can be a follower, but every follower can't be a leader. Does that make sense to y'all? So Diddy didn't have nothing. Well, in a roundabout way, he did. So Diddy put cash. He put cash on death row chains. That's how this whole incident happened. So because the Crips that Tupac stumped out, the Southside Crips, were protection for Bad Boy. They were Crips who protected Bad Boy. They were Bad Boy security. And so one day, Diddy put money on death row chains, and they caught Trayvon. I think his name was Trayvon Lane or Trayvon Lee. They caught him at the mall in a Foot Locker, and they jumped him and took his chain off his neck. And so that night at the MGM, Trayvon whispered to Suge, "Hey, there go the dude that took my chain." And Tupac went over there and exercised his ungodly right to do something to this man. It was not, Suge didn't tell him to do it. He took it upon himself to do that. And like I said, gang banging has rules. No, we don't do things to civilians. That's not the rules. But when a civilian intervenes in gang business, something will happen to that civilian a lot faster than it happened to one of those gangsters that did it. See, when you're a gangster, it comes with the territory. But when you're a civilian and you do gangster shit, it puts you at a high priority risk. So that's what happened. Donald, no, LOL. That makes sense. It does. It does. I don't want to say too much. I don't want to end up. I got you. But yeah. So like Donald Trump, he's a face, but some people think he's a leader. He's not. He's reckless. He's abandonment. He's someone who says things at the wrong time to the wrong people. If that makes sense. There's no reason why he ordered his followers to storm the Capitol. This is illegal, but he did it. And so, okay, I understand you love him because you feel like he's gonna put some more money in your hands, but he's also gonna put this country at war. But hey, to people that don't gotta go to war, that's not important. That's not a good leader. It's not a good leader. Everybody's tough when you got 100-some people behind your back. The president has a whole fleet of Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard reservists. He got all those people behind him. If he say go to war, they're going to war. Some of those people will lose their lives, not Trump. He has his own private security, stay in the White House or wherever he be at. He won't lose his life. Now, I'm not saying Biden is a good leader either, but all I'm saying is we as people need to choose better leaders because some of these people are leading us to hell. Some of these people are leading us to uh, devastation, if that's a better word. Like, I think over the years, people have confused celebrity with leader. They're not the same. They're not even synonymously a part of the same. Because leaders do things for two reasons. Leaders do it because they're either getting paid or because they love it. A leader. Um, Anybody can, pick up something and choose to make it a statement. Malcolm X was a leader. Martin Luther King were leaders. Tukey Williams was a leader. May not have been leading in the best direction, but he was a leader. He's not good. He doesn't show love. Is better than Trump. Um, Neither one of them are devising us. Yeah. Um, so I say that leaders, even, like we have a lot of gangsters. They were leaders. Some of them were good leaders, but they just were leading the wrong thing. Meech and Terry were good leaders to their people. Meech, especially Big Meech, gave everybody a fair shake. Gave everybody his crew enough money so they wouldn't need to be jealous. They wouldn't turn into hungry dogs. But at the same token, when he got locked up, they couldn't catch him. They had nothing on Meech, just speculation. The only way they got Meech was because they told him that his dad had houses that they're pretty sure they couldn't prove that he paid for them legally, in which case they were going to um, throw him in the RICO and make him go to jail. And so Terry and Meech took a plea. They pleaded guilty because they didn't want to see their dad go to jail. So that's a good leadership. Like, you're not gonna let nobody take the fall for you just so you can be free. Now, there were some leaders like Nicky Barnes. I don't even know if y'all know who Nicky Barnes is. Nicky Barnes was a dope head that became a dope dealer, a kingpin more or less, with a group. They had a collective cult, a membership, a leader, a group. No one man stood out more than the other. They were all five running the things the way it was running. Um, but when things got bad, and because they made a pact that they wouldn't sleep with each other's main girl, and one of the members slept with the main girl, he told on everybody. What kind of leader is that? He told on everybody. And then once he got the main dude that he really wanted locked behind bars, he wrote him a letter. And he told him to read it every year. He only read it once, but it was just the point. The letter said, I want you to know you're here because I put you there. I put you there. I want you to know that it was deeper than a female. It was deeper than what we did. It was so disrespectful to me that you did what you did that I had to put you in a place that you'll never get out of. And I'll be free in a couple months. That's crazy. That's wild. That's not a good person. He trying to divide us. We all need love to each other. Yeah. Yes, interesting and wow. Okay, so I said that to say, like I said, there's leaders. There's good ones and bad ones. There's leaders of the wrong thing that are good leaders, but it's the wrong thing. But at the same token, I realize a lot of us don't know how to make our own decisions. That's why the music all sounds the same right now. because no one's saying, "Hey, you should be different," or "Hey, do what you do." They just they just uh they just go with the flow, or they say, "You know what? That sounds good. I bet I can do it too." That's not a leader. Those are a bunch of followers. You know, you tell Little Wayne one of his verses to him, and he don't know he did it. But y'all swear he's a dope rapper. And I'm not taking nothing away from Lil Wayne, but if I rap 4 bars at a time and thought about it, rap 4 more bars at a time, I believe I can say some outlandish uh, similes, uh, synonyms, antonyms, entendres. I believe I can say a whole bunch of that if I sat there and rap 4 to 6 bars at a time. What's up, sis? People find it easy to be beehive, beehive minded. Yeah, that's true. A lot of people do find it easier to be beehive motivated, minded. Yes, because it's easy to be a worker. That's what we all been taught to do. We go to school for 12 years of our life, then we go to college. If some of us do or don't do, that's another years of our life. In college, they give you a little bit more free thought. But high school, elementary, middle school, all that, kindergarten, preschool, it just teaches you to sit at a desk and be mindless. They don't teach you to strike up ideas, or they don't teach you to, improvise. I ain't gonna lie, I learned my biggest improvisation from the Marine Corps, because you make a plan, and when there's a wrinkle or something happens that stops you from completing your plan, you got to come with plan B. You got to improvise. You got to do what you got to do to make the mission get complete. The mission. And that's how I feel about that. Like, I feel that there's not enough people improvising. There's a lot of people trying to follow these AI trains, these get rich schemes real quick, and nobody takes the time to come up with something that is innovative. Yeah, Tesla was one of them, but now everybody hates Teslas. They drive by themselves. They don't like the steering wheel. The Tesla truck is ugly. Like, I think it's bulletproof too or something, so that's a good thing. But an electric car that drives itself, you can still get in a car accident. Or like the Toyotas that stop um, before impact. Like it kills all forward momentum before impact. Like it's hard to crash it. It was innovative. Terrence Howard created VR virtual world. He created a patent, and all people say about Terrence Howard now is that they think he's crazy because he's some physiologist, but he created a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, so do we follow the creators or do we follow the fads? Leadership or leadership? Fads or leadership? Fads are not leadership. There's no way that fads are leadership. No way. So, when everybody's doing the same thing, to be different is an anomaly. To be you is crazy, because there's only one you. Even if you got a twin and y'all look exactly alike, there's only one you. Your DNA is written almost the same, but you got a brain in your head that think thoughts that theirs doesn't, or maybe it does. So y'all go into business and create something of your own. That's great. I came up with KOD in 2000. I was riding down the street listening to my CD. Jay-Z. I was listening to Jay-Z, and he was talking about ROC. The Secret Society. Um, and I kept hearing it, and I said, you know what? And it hit me, boom. And so the song came on. I'm rapping to the song, and when he says, "You now enter in the KOD," it just stuck with me. It was like, wow, that was deep. And then I thought about what it meant, what I wanted it to mean. King of my domain. King of my domain. The my is not really a big letter. KOD. And when I went from that, lightning strikes. What's up? What's your favorite Pokemon? I said that. I said Charizard. Um, once that hit my brain registry, and then when all these other people years later, Tech Nine, J Cole, and maybe somebody else came up with this KOD, and I remember I was in a chat. I was in a group chat with fans of Tech Nine, and I said I came up with it first, and they was like, "Well, no, I bet he had it first." No, I had KOD before everybody had KOD. Um, I had it before J. Cole. I had it before Tech Nine. And Tech Nine is one of my favorite artists, but I had it before him. King of Darkness, that was his. That's all his. King of My Domain was all mine. Miss Phillips. So, I said that to say a leader. A leader. So, I try to lead a group of young men on my record label. One of them quit, not because of bad leadership, because he felt like in his heart that 10 years from the day or 20 years from whatever day that was, what if he never made it? What would he be able to tell his kids or show somebody he loves that he did this? I have a whole computer over here full of music. Mine, my brother's, said his brother, some other people that came through, my barber. I got a lot of music on the computer on my external hard drive. But I say that to say this: I tried to lead them in the right direction of this music thing, and some people ain't built for that. Some people are not built for um, no red. No red today. Some people aren't built for um, the long haul. Like I said, one artist, he said, "What if I never make it?" I look back and I feel like I wasted all this time. I said, if that's how you look at it. The other guy started slinging dope, said he didn't need my money no more. And besides, he don't like being treated like a piece of meat. I said, but that's how it's gonna be in the game. If you're hot, XYZ gonna like you. If you're hot, whoever you recording with, they like you. Now you stuck in between two people because we bidding which one can get you. You're a piece of meat. You're a product right now. He didn't get that. The other one stopped rapping. My brother was the last member, and then we had got this new member. His name was States at the time, and I don't know if I told y'all that story or not. Longevity ain't for the weak. No, it's not. Me and States, we were close. I did stuff for him like he was my little brother. I used to feed him, let him spend the night at my crib, um, get up and take him to a show, get up and take him to the courthouse so we filed paperwork. And he kept believing and saying the same thing, which was every crew I get with, they get jealous of me. I said, I ain't gonna get jealous because I'm not the rapper. So what I do and what you do is two totally different things. And one day, I guess because I made a comment to him the day before while he was recording, um, most people can't stay consistent. They want quick come ups with no real work. They do. They do. Everybody feels like they deserve more than what they put forth. Um, anyway, like I said, me and him were close. I used to play basketball with him, feed him, let him sleep in my crib. And one day I told him in the studio, I said, damn, man, like, every song, love song, hip hop song, whatever kind of song it was. You throw guns and bombs in every song. What is wrong with you? What's up, Delta? And so he was like, oh man, there you go. You hating on me. I said, I'm not hating on you. But out of everybody in this room, I'm the biggest gangster. You don't hear me talk about none of that shit. He like, what? How I know you're a bigger gangster than me? So I hit him with the quiz. He didn't pass. I asked him some pivotal questions, and he didn't check all the boxes. He didn't think about it very well. So it is what it is. But we met up maybe a few weeks later, and we had stopped talking on a regular basis by this time. We had put some I had put some distance between us, and so I said I'm going to the studio. He beat me to the studio. He in there getting his songs mixed down, and the song I hear was a diss track he did. And when we talked about it as a collective whole, we agreed that the song was okay, and we weren't gonna bring it up anymore. And he had a song being played, being mixed down, and so I felt some kind of way. And I asked this girl at the time, was the song about me, us? Because he lied. He told me it was. No, he told me it wasn't. Got in front of everybody else and said it was because he felt like they could protect him if I lashed out at him. And so his girl was there, and I asked the girl, and she just started laughing. And I said, the laugh says it all. So I told her, I said, hey, since you're the manager of him now, and I'm the owner of the label, I'll call you when I need him to come to the studio and do his part, and we won't have no interactions other than that. And so she was like, okay, all right. And so I walked in the other room, took a phone call. When I came back, he said, he just bust out and said, ain't nobody scared of you. What are you talking about? Like, I'm confused at this point. I'm like, what are you talking about? And so he gave me a shoulder bump, like, what's up? I stopped. I looked at the ground. I counted to 20. None of this shit made me cool down. So I caught back, and I was about to slap the shit out of his ass. My brother grabbed me. The new artist I had in the studio, he grabbed me, and they were like, I guess my body language was just giving off I'm about to swing or do something to this man. So they had grabbed me. And so my brother was like, you can't fight over here, bro. It's all right. So I went outside. I thought about it. I opened the door and I came back in. I said, hey, bring your bitch ass outside. I'm going to beat you up, dust you off, and then you got to get back in and record some music. And he just started talking shit. And then he was paranoid for the next 3 hours. I had left 3 hours earlier, and my brother called my phone and was like, bro, where you at? I said, I'm at the house. He said, well, he been in my house trying to camp out because he felt like he was just around the corner waiting on him to leave, and he didn't want you to do nothing to him. I said, but I'm not nowhere near y'all. Like, I'm not nowhere near y'all. I'm at the house, minding my own business. So that's quick story time. Sad, shaking my head. Yeah, that is sad. Yep. Back to leadership. I'm sorry, I got a little distracted. Back to leadership. So, like I said, some of the people that we choose to follow behind aren't leaders. They're just public figures that we see, and we choose to be like, hey, I would like to live that life too. I want to emulate what they do because maybe it'll put me in a position to be where they're at. That's not a leader though. Foreign 700, how you doing? Where you from and what's your zodiac? Funky ass, that's true. Whatever. See, you want some attention. We'll give you a little bit of attention. There you go. There you go. Let me see, let me do it again. Okay. Yep. But yeah, everybody that people deem as a leader is not leader quality. Not even a good, perfect example. When I was in the Marine Corps, I had in my direct unit, I had a lieutenant, staff sergeant, a sergeant, and a corporal. They were all ahead of me or above my status at the time. I think I was a lance corporal. Um, I had two lance corporals that came in either with me or behind me, but I was over them, and so we were doing payroll and travel expenses. You know, like uh, per diem. Um, I forgot the acronym for the travel, but we would do that like temporary and when they changed duty stations. Um, my lieutenant told me because they didn't like the way I move. Um, Leaders have characters, and you can't mimic that. They try though. You'll need y'all need woods. Hold on. Y'all need mods, morals. Damn, that shit's small as hell. I need to turn the yeah. Let's see. All right, there we go. That's a little better. Hey man, I didn't mean to harm, bro. You can explain military ranks. All right. Y'all need mods. Okay. Yeah, we do need moderators. We do. Um. So where was I? Oh, my lieutenant didn't like the way I was moving. I was late one morning because I overslept. My alarm didn't go off. I had a whole roommate who woke up and didn't bother to wake me up too. Um. I went and took a P test for the equal reps opportunity, and he had a dual job. He was the P tester and the equal rep person. And so I went and took the P test, and we were sitting around talking like it was nothing, just two people shooting shit. And so I was telling him what was going on because he asked me. So he was picking me for information I didn't even know it. And so when I was done, he made a complaint on my behalf without my consent. And so my major had my staff sergeant and my lieutenant standing at attention cussing their ass out. So when they got back from being cussed out, they came in the office and they told me to stand at attention, and then they told me we're gonna write you up until we feel like we can trust you. And I'm thinking to myself in my head like maybe I'm crazy, maybe I didn't hear that right. You're gonna write me up until you feel I trust you guys. Writing me up is the first thing that I'm gonna feel like you're not trusting me. So they began to write me up. One time I got written up, and they asked me, "Should I give you a page 11, which is a discipline article, or should I just take your weekend away?" And I said, I said, "Give me the page 11." And he said, "I don't think I'd be being a good leader." These are his words. "I don't think I'd be being a good leader if I wrote you up instead of just taking away your weekend." I said, "Nah, because I need my weekend to be me. I got to get the fuck away from y'all. Y'all stress me out Monday through Friday." And so he was like, "No, no, we're gonna. I'm gonna take your weekend." So that whole weekend, I had to paint a parking lot by myself with one roller, like a little roller, not a spray paint painter, just a little rolling paint. So I had to paint the yellow lines, the parking lines, and then his son walked over there and jumped or stepped in the paint, and he was like, "Why you didn't stop him?" And I told him because that's not my kid. That was my sergeant. My sergeant was babysitting me as I paint the parking lot. So we ran out of paint. So he said, "Just go to your room. You can go to the chow hall, and you can go to the commissary, but you can't be nowhere having fun. You gotta be in your room." Okay, all right. So that was my first uh, eye opener at bad leadership. And by the time my staff sergeant left, him and the new major ran me up the flagpole. And that is the story of my Marine Corps career. Yeah. Bad leadership will fuck you over. Bad leadership will fuck you over real good. Do any of y'all have any questions? Like I said, Tupac was not a good leader. Trump is not a good leader. Biden's not a good leader either. Um, some of these people that want to be led are dying to be led by the wrong things. So that's how I feel. That's my take on that. Good evening, Umbrian. So like I said, every general can be a soldier. Every soldier can be a general. Every leader can follow. Every follower can't be a leader. That's crazy, but that's real shit. That's how really real it is. Like you can have everything going right for yourself and still not be right for what that job, that situation may require. That's why I don't really get into that alpha conversation because we're not animals. We're people. We have animalistic characteristics sometimes, but an alpha man is not the same as an alpha lion. You don't, by any chance, have Telegram, so I would love to know more about already privately personal. By the way, thinking you are very. Hmm. Facts. Yep. So that's how I feel about that. If y'all have any questions, I'm here to answer them. I'm here to clear up whatever inconsistencies you don't understand. It just seems like everybody want to be a sheep. Like I guess maybe some people took the Bible literally and felt like we're sheep and there's a shepherd that needs to point us in the right direction. No, we're not sheep. We're not animals. And like I said, with lions, the alpha is a male that runs his own pride. There's a bunch of women lions, but there's only like one male unless his son or brother are in the pack, and they know the pecking order. But like when a new lion that doesn't know the pecking order comes in, then he challenges the head lion for leadership of the pack, just like wolves. I'm enjoying downloading, upgrading new meta. That's what's up. How would you describe your method of leadership? Um, Hands on. I like to physically or I like to show people what needs to be done versus telling people what needs to be done. If that makes sense. Like I wouldn't tell someone to do anything that I'm not gonna do with you. If that makes sense. Yeah. Immaculate. Immaculate. I don't know what movie that is. I've never heard of that movie. I know this is a late podcast, but I had to drop our good buddy Ace off at the truck. So kind of prevented me from getting on at 7. And I love when y'all come in the building and show love. So thank you for that. What has been your biggest hurdle in leadership? Uh, having the right followers. Um, like I said, when I was in the Marine Corps, I had some privates and lance corporals or private first class up under me, and they a few of them tried to rebel, so they just didn't want to follow behind anybody. You're doing a great job there, so I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, some of them didn't want to follow. I got to find one of them because he didn't want to follow. Almost had to whoop one at the gym when I was working at the gym. Oh, Ace making this late. No, it's okay. He didn't make me late, but it's good. It's cool. Um, yeah. When you don't have cooperative people that want to follow, it makes being a leader that much harder. So, you can't lead if no one follows, and you can't follow if no one leads. If everybody thinks they're a damn Indian chief and not just an Indian, you're gonna have a bunch of people with a bunch of opinions and won't shit get done. So, yeah, my brother was surprised when I mentioned that movie. It's a horror thriller. Okay, facts. That's it. That's it in a nutshell. It just, I don't know. I face problems of fitting in because my ethics made me stand out from the crowd. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes what you feel right and wrong will make you stand out. Do you feel like leadership is something that comes naturally? Uh, with me, I feel like it's a lot of times when I choose not to want to be the leader, but I know if the stakes are high or if the stakes are whatever enough, I'll take charge just so that the mission can get complete. So yeah, I say it comes naturally. What do you think about Robert Greene, 48 Laws of Power? What books do you read? I read lots of books. 48 Laws of Power is it's a great book. I don't agree with all 48 laws. One of them laws is like you got to know how to play both sides, and whichever side is winning, that's the side you're supposed to take. I don't really like that one. I don't think that's the stand-up person. But that's the type of shit Napoleon did though, and I guess because it worked, that's why he put it in the book. Learn to rest when your requires it. Yeah, yeah. I've had many bosses who seemed as if they were pushed into a position rather than an organic graduation into the role. That's true. And then they become micromanagers. Yeah, because they don't like I said before you got in the room, Miss Phillips. I listened to that on audio. Yeah, it's a good book. Fights occur when two minds don't have the same page, but as the situation gets stable, it creates love. Right. I hate the whole don't outshine the master. It's not even about outshining them. I think when you don't have someone that's done every job, like okay, this is what I said. I said leadership is like a corporation. So if you're a CEO or vice president or president, and that's all you ever been, you don't know the structure of how everything under you in this company runs. You don't know how the courier work. You don't know how the worker works. You don't know how the shipper. You don't know the intricate parts of a corporation. You don't know them all because you never did those jobs. So you can't relate to the struggles or the pain or the anxiety that that person or those people feel. So therefore, it makes it hard to um, relate. It makes it hard to relate to. So they micromanage you because they don't want to get in trouble if you don't do what you're supposed to do. And they don't know you well enough to know that you get shit done anyway. So it just be like that. Um, yeah, that was a good book. Yep. Facts. Yes. So that's why a lot of people go to work and they don't like they might hire a new boss or a new manager or a new supervisor. They come from a different department just made not a lateral move, made a different move, but in a different department. But they never did nothing in that department, so they don't really know how to manage the people in that department. Not enough context or nuisance, which makes you rigid and unrelatable. True. This, I got a proposal of a cancer man of USA. I'm being cautious. Hey. Andre Capellino. Hi. Capellano. Catalano. How you doing? But yeah, that's what's wrong with leadership. A lot of people are pushed into those roles instead of being something that you just you work your way to. Because a lot of people don't want to be leaders. A lot of people are content with being middlemen or followers or that's why most entrepreneurs make great bosses because they've been through every stage of the business that they're in because they did it themselves. They had to build from nowhere to teach everybody how to do things, whatever. Micromanagement is a sure sign of imposter syndrome. Yes, true. I like your shirt. Thank you. Seen that before. Yeah, 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 yeah. That is very true. Mm. So, what do y'all think about that? Do y'all think being a leader is easy? And if so, why? I think some people are gifted to just be natural leaders, but like I said, every leader ain't gonna lead you the right way. There's a story about a drill instructor that hated his platoon in the Marine Corps, and he hated him so much that heck no, okay, he hated him so much that one night it was raining, it was dark, and he marched their ass off into the swamp, and they all drowned. I don't think it comes easy. Uh, I think dealing with other people can be annoying. Period. Especially when you got to tell people what to do. It can just be because if you don't say it right, they won't do it. If you say it wrong, they get an attitude and still won't do it. So it's like you gotta know how to talk and pander to people when you're a leader. Like some people respond well to aggravated uh, pressure, and some people don't. Some people just shut the fuck down and be like, you know what, I don't want to do this shit. Then arranged marriages are scary but cool. I don't know. I wouldn't never do an arranged marriage. I've had a time with dealing with different personalities and all the responsibilities. So, yep. I believe it's easy. I've learned my strengths and weaknesses that I know when to step back and when to allow someone to handle a job I can't do. I don't talk much. I listen. Yeah, yeah. That's the best way to be. It's the people and the politics for me. True. I'm scared because cancer is opposite. I'm fearless, brave, and independent. LOL. But I feel like compromising a lot will be required to understand emotions and that sort. Not necessarily, Umbrian. Aquaries actually get along very well with cancers. They're both feeling type people. Um, Even though you say you don't have any, most Aquarius and Cancers have an abundance of love that they're trying to get or receive. So I think people which sticks by your side and building something and stay honest, give leadership vibes because they don't want follow territorial and judgmental flock. I don't understand that one, Umbria. I don't think it should be easy. If it is, you need a higher role. I don't consider difficulty a bad thing. That means I have work, I have room to grow. Yeah. I don't necessarily enjoy the resistance, but I'm used to it. Yeah, because everybody don't like to be led. some people think they know everything in their own lane, and they be like, just let me do me, and you can micromanage or you can supervise everybody else, but just don't do it to me because I know what I'm doing. But like like Umbrian said, if they come up with you, then they help you build it. Then they know what it takes to do things. So therefore, it doesn't uh it doesn't come off as brash when you tell someone to do something. Because a person that you have never been over before and you just start dictating orders, it comes off brash. It comes off harsh, rigid. So, um, LL, that only works when things stay the same. Where you have innovation, you also have resistance. Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's very true. Okay, let me explain. Okay, go ahead. Hmm. I'm listening, Umbry. Go ahead. I'm paying attention. I notice that people who have a talent for bringing in new ideas are usually disliked. Yeah, because they're introducing something that might make the job easier but more complicated because you gotta take the time to learn something new. And a lot of people don't like to learn stuff new. That's why colleges are full of young people who continuously go to school at one time versus old people who go back to school trying to finish a degree that they started years earlier. I was saying some people are judgmental from the optimistic minds, and I think those who stick by your side in the building are thick and thin are humans with good heart, and leaders normally go first. Hmm. Okay. I mean, I think in some cases, I think leaders are like Moses. And I hate to use Bible references, but I think leaders are like Moses in a sense. Um, you can lead your people, your workers, your whoever to a better place, but they'll never be allowed to enjoy it or embrace it as much as the people that they led to it. If that makes sense. It depends if a person is becoming one for followers or to make the world a better place. True. Yeah, that's facts. Yeah, like what Martin and Malcolm was pushing for as far as segregation, they never lived long enough to see it, but they led people to believe that it was a doable or a realistic thing that could occur, but they never lived long enough to see it. Moses. The people have to do the work and carry the vision. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think every now and then somebody gets to see the vision. Steve Jobs, he got to see the inception of the iPhone. Uh, Jeff Bezos, he got to see the expansion of Amazon. What's the Tesla guy name? I can't think of his name right now. So some people get to see what they want in fruition, and some people don't. But it'd be a lot of hard work put into a lot of things, and people just die or get fired. Elon Musk. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. So he got to see his invention come to musty stuff. ah. In my opinion, the difference between boss and leader is a boss does what's good for him, and a leader does what's good for everyone they're leading. True. True, 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 true. 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 You got any questions, suggestions, ideas? In case y'all missed the announcement, I said I might not be able to make the podcast tomorrow. I'm supposed to be moving some people, and they stay 2.5 hours away, and I don't know how long it's going to take us to load up the truck and then unload it. So I might not make podcasts. Yeah, I saw that, Annie. ABD, they make hard decisions. Yeah, yeah, and they make hard decisions. Yeah, yeah, they make hard decisions. Especially the firing manager. That absolutely sucks to be the firing manager. Some series for the Zodiac stuff. What about you? Um, I don't know yet. I'm trying to find something I want to talk about on a consistent basis, and I'll give it to y'all on a regular basis again. I think I'm not gonna say I ran out of story times because I got a riveting life. Um, I think I ran out of things that I feel publicly safe to say to y'all. Um, I love the quote: "A leader is the best when people barely knows he exists. When his work is done and his aim is fulfilled, they will say, 'We did it ourselves.'" Lao Tzu. Yeah. Sun Tzu law. Yep. Okay. I hope humans accept those which brings value to life and peace. Sometimes people think assets are scary in Pakistan, making conspiracies for the makers, but I'm glad I posted a nice picture. I've had to fire some folks, and it was always awkward. Yeah, on Facebook with detailed judgment, I feel good after writing my thoughts. I was I was wearing yesterday. If I'm angry in the midst of it, though, be hmm, fuck him a gun. Hmm, that's cute. But yeah, I don't think telling somebody their job is over is good anyway. And you got to know how to keep people morale up too. So they can't feel like a slave, otherwise they won't want to show up. I take my work seriously, so I don't take it lightly when people play on the job too much. That's fair. That's very fair. Especially if you're in a yes, yeah. Leaders have sacrifices too. Yeah, they do. Everybody has sacrifices. So like everybody got their own character flaw. Some fix it over years, some don't, but everybody has one. That's the key. Keep people around. That's the key to keep people around. Yeah, yeah. You gotta boost their morale. They can't. Yeah. Even soldiers get their morale boosted. I mean, you can try to talk it out, but it really depends on the infraction, especially if it's repetitive issues. True. Yeah, I gotta get to stepping. Okay. Well, I always appreciate you stepping in, Miss Phillips. I always appreciate it. Uh, People stay when they're appreciated. Yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, people believe in your dreams. You paint them the good. If you paint them a believable, realistic picture, people can help you make your dream come to fruition. Would you ever try speed dating? I'm not sure if I have or not. I think it didn't. I don't know if it was a full speed dating, but we were all sitting at different tables and we talked for a couple minutes. I think I met two people that I wish that we could have went back, but I don't think they chose me or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't remember how that situation went. Have you tried speed dating, Miss Cancer? Who in here has tried speed dating? I'm curious. Who in the room has tried speed dating? Not me. No, but I would find it interesting. Yeah, 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 probably, yeah. Sending love and prayers, hugs. All right, thank you. Nope. Nobody? Hmm. Why not? Why haven't y'all tried it? I don't believe in it. Y'all think it's crazy. Why haven't y'all tried it? I'm an antisocial extrovert. Okay. So once people get to know you, you're an extrovert, but when you're just out and about, you keep to yourself. That's what's up. I think I'm the same way. I'm not very ex, uh, extroverted to people anymore these days. I'm more introverted everywhere I go. Me too. What's up, Hakeem? Sometimes people can't wait to see the truth, but some provoke to see it. LOL. No place around here to do that. That I know of. Okay. Cause you have to go outside, and I've already deal with with many people on a personal level daily. Hmm. Same from an old experience. Oh, from an experience. All I need is my iPad, a book, a journal, coffee, wine, and I'm good to go. Don't you miss human conversation? Don't you miss conversation when you throw yourself into stuff like that? LOL. I'm antisocial. What up, fam? My room looks like a lab. That's what's up. Oh, no? Okay. No, you don't. Okay. I miss human conversation sometimes. But I mean, I got my brother, and they call to talk all the time, and me instead talk at the gym. So I get my fair dose of human interaction. What is speed dating time limit? It's like 2 to 3 minutes. Of just you get to talk to a person straight for 2 to 3 minutes, and then they hit a bell, and y'all one switches, either the women switch or the men switch, depending on which one you go to. Most of them make the men switch now. Um, I'm a teacher. I'm always talking to people. That's true. That's true. With computers, use the corners and bags and cupboards. And I was saying to employee leaders, have patience too. Well, selectively antisocial. Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Although antisocial does not mean what y'all think it means. Antisocial just means it doesn't mean that you don't like people. It well, maybe I'm just talking about the personality part of it. Antisocial personality disorder doesn't mean that. Using my energy to pour into people. So a lot of times I'm tired, so I go out to enjoy my scenery. People watch and do some writing. I usually end up talking to people while I'm out though, because my bed is also have laptops, charger, speakers, new desktop. I go outside when I want to if I have work to do, looking after health. Anti-society? Okay, yes, I'm that too. I like some people, lol. Okay. You do have to do that how many times? I think maybe one or two I can handle, but then I'm going home. You got to stay for the night. You got to meet all the gentlemen. You gotta stay and meet all the gentlemen. You should look into that, ladies. Y'all should really look into that around your areas and see if they have one, or if you know someone that they could host a party. Suggest it to them, and they'll bring in the right crowd, hopefully for you. I would be exhausted for real, for real. But messy curtains, cause creative minds have brainstorming ideas affect every hour. Tired just thinking about it. Boy, oh boy, y'all, man. What topic are we on tonight? We were talking about leadership. Hey, I'm new. How you doing, Jeffrey? Welcome to the channel. Where you from? What's your zodiac? Sunshine, you're late. We getting ready to turn it in a minute. Daddy, Poppy, Cons. That's one. When are y'all going to get together and do a trip again? Right now it's looking like um maybe July. When a person will lose hundreds of millions of dollars for saving lives, I mentioned my experience to my employee. They were shocked because people were judging me from the looks, which I don't like. Hello, I don't give me the eye. Fashionably late. You right, you right. They'd be like, damn, did she just go to sleep during the speech? Sorry, it was my sister. I'm so sorry. All right, you good, Jeffrey? Shit. Oh, putting that top back on. Damn. My birthday month come to Philadelphia. LOL. Hmm. That would be a nice trip. Hmm. I don't really want to go that far. That's a nice drive. We had to take off a week or something to enjoy everything. I'm actually a girl. It's just on my dad's account, and I'm on my phone. Okay. You don't ever come to the chat anymore. No, she don't. My real name is Alice. You can call me Alice instead of Jeffrey. All right, Alice, not a problem. I don't know why after 30 the hairs are located affected. Maybe it's the weather, lol. Maybe. What hairs? What are you talking about? Miss Alice, how old are you and where are you from? What's your zodiac? Yeah, you're here, sunshine. That's all that matters. Doesn't matter when you get here, as long as you get here. And if you don't catch the beginning, you watch the replay. That does great and one magical wonders for us. You miss the live sometimes. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. I'm not gonna hold it against you. If we live tomorrow, it'll be a different channel. It'll be Thoughts from Your Boy podcast. Boy with an I, podcast with a K on YouTube. We glad to have you. It be that way like that. It be like that sometimes. Yeah. I see comments pop up over here much faster than they pop up over here. I was late yesterday, so it is what it is. Yeah, yeah. I laugh when people need to ask permission if they ever come to see me. I don't like being judged. In looks. I got blunt this, but I enjoyed it. First time catching your live, but y'all are always on point with sign compatibility. Much respect and appreciate that, TJ. Where you from? What's your zodiac? Permission to sit either because there are laptops, bag, and my bed, and gadgets everywhere. Okay. I don't know yet. Alabama Sagittarius. Okay. All right. Well, once again, welcome to the channel, sir. Go to bed at 1. Oh. We probably won't be on the 1. What time zone are you in? I'm not sure what to add to the conversation. I am better at adding when there is a flow in the convo. Yeah, well, it's winding down. Like I said, we were talking about leadership. We were talking about good leaders and bad leaders. Um, we're talking about the characteristics of a good leader, the difference between a boss and a leader, that kind of stuff. So I'm enjoying being yourself is a great vibe. Don't know about people being LGBTQ festival in Pakistan. They got that in Pakistan? I think humans should do whatever they think for themselves. Sheesh, one. Hell no. Did you go into politics? We spoke about Biden and Trump for a second. Not too long. Not on the premise of actually talking about politics and what they do or don't do or who does what. No. All right, Alice, thank you for subscribing. Okay, so you're in Eastern time. All right. The Battle of the Great Geritolics. Battle of the Old People Stand Up. Okay. Lord help us in 2024. But y'all are so funny. Sunshine, what kind of leader are you? If you're a leader. Well, I think a good leader is one who can blend in with everyone and inspire them to be better by demonstration. I like that. That's how I lead. That's what I said. What is your zodiac sign? I am a Capricorn. I'm worried for my hair fall. LOL. It's okay. They will grow later. Still healthy. I enjoy healthy care of skin and easy mind. I feel like I lead in that way. Okay. That's a good way to lead. Annie made a comment about that. A good leader is a leader that nobody knows was the leader. Everybody just feel like they got it. They got what needed to be done accomplished. You're welcome. You love this channel. Okay, that's what's up. Thank you for loving this channel. We coming up on the 1 hour 30 minute mark. Do y'all have any thoughts or comments? I opened it up last time we started talking again. Well, I'm never shy to say this. I appreciate all y'all for coming in and rocking with me for 1 hour and 30 minutes. Um, I probably won't be. I'll let y'all know. I mean, like I send out invites if I'm um, if he does a live or if we both do a live tomorrow. I send out invites. If not, then we'll catch y'all Wednesday. You like my story times? All right, I'm gonna have to bring back story times. I slowly find my friends telling me excitedly with their changes in lifestyles. One I have demonstrated for a while. Example: a friend of mine mentioned she was a vegetarian. Another recycles more. Keep it up. Okay, etc. Okay, okay. That's what's up. Find me Torres. I mean, I'm a Taurus. Okay. I don't know you were going to be on tonight. No, I didn't know it either. I was talking to Ace when I dropped him off at the truck. I was like, I'm thinking about doing it. He was like, yeah, you should. So I did it. It was a pleasant surprise. Thank you. Do you live in North Carolina? I do not. Mm-hmm. You're right. When you go through the stages, you learn respect for every level of work. Yeah. You are more patient and learn why people make choices. Also, great leaders is a great student first. Yes. Yes. I like how your hair is tonight. Thank you. Thank you. I've been getting a lot of compliments on my hair lately. Thank you. I appreciate that. I do not know if I'll be able to remember you doing YouTube channel, so I might get to see you again. Okay, so on this channel, we typically do lives Saturdays or Sunday. I'm supposed to be Sunday, but sometimes he does a Sunday, but he'll probably do a Saturday. You can probably catch him, my partner, Saturday. Thoughts from your boy, the other podcast, BOI podcast with a K instead of a C, on YouTube. We be on every other Monday and every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Time. Also find that when you are vulnerable with others, they also become more. Yeah, you're welcome. Both. Yep. I just got on your live like a few minutes ago. Cool. LOL. Send me a invite, please. Okay. I'll try and remember the name. Rinauer. All right. So with that being said, like I said, it's actually 1:30 now. Um, I appreciate y'all rocking with me for more dope ideas with your boy Des. Tune in, tap in, hit the notification bell so you know we're rocking. And I am your humble but loyal host. This, just this. I didn't know you had another channel. Yeah. We have a. Me and Sid have a channel. Have a great night. You too, Sunshine. Much love, peeps. Much love, Miss Phillips. Everybody else. Yeah. Check us out, Hakeem. It's every other month. It's supposed to be tomorrow, so count from tomorrow. Every other Monday after tomorrow, which I said. Only reason we might not do it tomorrow is because I got to move somebody, and I don't know how long it's gonna take. Other than that, we're on every Wednesday at 7 p.m. and he does shorts all day, every day throughout the week. So if you follow him on Instagram or Facebook or even here on the other channel, you'll see his skits. Good night, Cancer Girl. All right, Hakeem. Peace out, homie. Dang, I do. All right. What is your channel? It's Thoughts from Your Boy, BOI podcast, PODCAST, on YouTube. Thoughts from Your Boy podcast on YouTube. You don't have to put the on YouTube part, but Thoughts from Your Boy podcast. Thank you. Check us out, Sunshine. You might like it. 7 p.m. Central Time. Monday, every other Monday, and every Wednesday. Slide in. If I if I if I if I can remember all y'all's names and the way y'all have them put in here, I'll send y'all. I'll make a post on Facebook. No, I'm getting tired. I'll make a post on YouTube so you can come to the live. Thoughts from your boy, yeah, just like that, but put it all together. We don't have no spaces, but yeah, that's it. Well, no, we do, just like that. Yeah, Thoughts from Your Boy podcast. Annie, you're right. I never get caught out on lies. Everybody just ignores my comments except for you. Thank you. That's what we do here. We interact with the people. That's what we do. That's been our driving thing since we started the channel. Oh, we need uh we need 400 more subscribers on Thoughts from Your Boy podcast, and then it gets real good. All right, everybody have a good night. Peace.